Alrighty. We got a lot of people in the room. We can keep it to one question and maybe a follow-up. Anyone can start.
Dana, there was a moment after the tribute played for Teresa that I saw you kind of like look at her and it looked like you just had this like moment of appreciation. I'm just curious, what were you feeling about this game and then seeing that tribute for your coach?
I mean, it's just special. She's special. I feel like she, like I say all the time, she just breathes confidence in each and every one of us. We love her. We just want to go so hard, play hard for her. And I feel like this win was really for her. Like we really wanted this for her more than anything.
And then Marina and Dana too, if you want to answer, do you think this win proves that people underestimated this team going into the season?
Absolutely. Go ahead, Marina.
I feel like we don't really care what anyone says, honestly. It's really about our locker room and what's in there and what we believe. So just staying consistent, staying confident in what we're doing will result in more wins than maybe people think that there will be.
Congrats on the win.
Question for players only, sorry, and then we'll go to coach after. Thank you.
Marina and Dana, congrats on the win. Can you just talk about the struggle that it looked like Liberty has to contain the perimeter defense? You guys are definitely, doing a lot, putting in a lot of work. Your shot selection was great. What was your mindset throughout the game?
I would just say we got guards that can get downhill. We got guards that can get downhill. We got guards that can shoot the ball well. So when you got guards that attack and we got shooters out there waiting to shoot, I feel like it's hard to guard us. We got everybody that can attack. I feel like even Angel at 4, she's quick and explosive. So us getting in the paint, it just brings us out. Like all of our guards can get and make a shot. We can make a floater, a layup, or even get somebody else an easy catch and shoot 3.
And Angel's aggressiveness, she got to the line a lot, and a great defense on Stewie and just the team in general. Could you speak about that a little bit?
I mean, she just brings it. She comes and we all want to win. We got this mentality, like we've been saying, that people got us 12. So I feel like we just playing with that extra chip on our shoulder and we just feeding off each other, especially feeding off of coach. Like you see her on the side, she's always giving us energy and giving us confidence. So we just pretty much feeding off of that. And I feel like Angel did a really good job today, defensively, against Stewie. Like she's one of the best. I felt like she competed and played really well.
Tonight, you guys, you just spoke about defense. Tonight, you guys are one of the best offenses in the league. So under 88, that's what they're averaging for the year. What does it say about your defensive identity overall, and just the mindset heading into the game on the defensive side?
I feel like it speaks about the players that we have in our team. Like not everybody wants to go out there every other night and defend. Like it's not easy and it's not fun. So like having those personalities that are willing to dig deep and find that strength to keep trying to guard, especially these amazing players on New York. It takes a lot of mental strength. So it goes to our focus, really.
It's interesting because Teresa's been here for just a month or I guess since the fall, but you guys have all been together for a little over a month, and it seems like each one of you have really adopted her style of play. We've seen you guys take huge steps defensively. How has that been able to happen in such
First, I would just say trust. I feel like we all in the locker room, we trust one another and we trust our staff. So we lean on each other. And I feel like that just feeds off of one another. The trust starts, but I feel like us just going out there and executing it just makes it better.
And then as far as this being used as a measuring stick, I asked Teresa about this pregame, but it's still early in the season, but this is a significant win. How much do you use this to tell you about where you're going and also how good this team could be?
I think it's just a confidence builder, if anything, but also this league is so tough. Like we're going to turn around and play Connecticut. So we can appreciate this tonight and try to build off this, but then tomorrow hits and we got to focus on Connecticut because they're coming too. So there's one side where you're building confidence and the other side where you need to celebrate and refocus too.
What does it mean for you guys to be going home and finally playing in front of your home fans on the road?
Finally. We got the best fans in the W, honestly. So hope to see you guys there.
Anything else, players? Yeah, I wanted to ask Marina a little bit about, points in the paint seems to be one of the most noticeable differences in this game. What worked and what were y'all seeing in the backcourt to just be able to open things up?
Well, Coach Spoon does not want us to settle for those threes. So no, I'm joking, but yeah, so but yeah. No, but seriously, no, seriously though. Just, find the best shot. Like we have really good inside players and we have outside players. So, we want to play as a team. Everybody wants to touch the ball. So, we're most effective in the paint. So when we can find that balance, start in the paint and kick out or score, that's kind of our best offense.
All right, thank you, players. Thank you.
I'd like to launch stuff. I know.
There was one or two.
I was eyeing a couple.
All right, anyone can start with questions for Coach.
Coach, can I go off of what I just asked Marina? I mean, obviously it seems like there's a little bit of a expectation to play a certain way and that your team has bought in and it seems to be effective.
We've worked pretty hard and there are big expectations we have of ourselves. And that's the most important thing. We expect ourselves to walk out, play hard on the defensive side of the ball. We're a team of defensive stops, offensive runs. And they bought into that. And it means a lot to us as a staff, knowing that when you have a group of women who trust what you're asking them to do, and they go out there and get it done, it matters. And then it does. To answer another question, it does. It builds a lot of confidence playing against a team like New York. This is an incredible basketball team from top to bottom. They're very, very good. So it was good to see our team as resilient as we were here in this hostile environment. We talked about being poised. We talked about composure. We talked about momentum shifts and how we must shift it back in our favor. And we did a pretty good job giving ourselves a chance to that.
This morning you were quite reserved or seemed held back in describing what it meant to be back here. You talked about being focused on getting the win. Crystal talked about the same thing, it's special to be back, but you wanted to get the win first and foremost. Now that you have, I guess, does it add to your return in any significant way?
Well, of course, this place means a lot to me. It means a lot. I hope everyone can understand what it means to me. And once again, I played in that jersey. I adored that jersey. I adored every player that I had an opportunity to play with. And the love that I received, even today, was overwhelming. Everybody that I've ever played in front of, they know who I am. They know how I react. They know how I approach things. So they basically knew how I was feeling. But I also knew and had to keep in mind the task that was at hand.
But you have guards that go downhill very quickly. You guys push the tempo in the third quarter. You think that New York Liberty out of the opposite flow in the third and fourth quarter?
Well, we can't really settle, like Marina said. I don't believe in settling. We got to put pressure on the defense. And when we do that, it definitely gives us an opportunity, especially when we push pace. When we push pace, we don't want to play against them on their defensive set. They're pretty dang good. So we can push it and get a little bit of pace going to help us in our movement, our player movement, ball movement, and the spacing that we ask. We definitely gave ourselves an opportunity and a chance.
Following up on Anne's question, just what is it like for you to listen to Dana kind of reflect on, what this week, doing this win for you or saying it was really not for you?
I just appreciate them. I appreciate everything that they say. They know we're all in this thing together. And to hear them say how important it was for them to go out and get a win for me wasn't even a part of my thought process. It was about us coming in here and getting a win for us. But I appreciate every player on this team. I appreciate their voice. I appreciate their work. I appreciate everything that they bring on a daily basis. And this is going to help us to get better, a level of belief, a level of confidence for us to carry the rest of the season. But there's work still to be done. There's a lot that we have to do to even get better. We're going to meet up with some even greater teams, meet up with New York down the stretch again. It's tough. It's going to be tough. So we want to grow and grow in the right way.
Did you feel yourself compartmentalizing, being back in New York and the task at hand, which was to get a win?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The moment I walked out, it's the energy for me. Of course, you all know I didn't play in Barclays. I played in the MSG. So it was different for me, but I know those fans in there. I know them. I know a lot of faces. There was a connection. And to see jersey number 11 being worn and signs held up. It sent me back to my first time walking on that floor and playing in front of this amazing crowd. Just a lot of love that we have for each other. And I would lead by saying how much I love them and appreciate them. And nothing will ever change that. Nothing.
Coach, you mentioned, you guys put pressure, and that was a lot of mentality going into this game. Angel Reese early got John Clough in a lot of foul trouble and stuff, and that opened up a lot of things for you guys. With that being said, did you feel like you guys took advantage of it throughout the game? And how did that change the game in general, not having that presence down?
Well, we wanted to be aggressive. We wanted to be in attack mode. All five of us on the floor, you're in attack mode. If you're on the bench, your mentality is in attack mode when you step on the floor because you're having an opportunity to see the game. But of course, we had to take advantage of John Quill not being on the floor. An incredible basketball player, whether it's inside, outside, on the bounce, mid range. He's incredible. So it gave us a chance to kind of get a run of our own.
Coach, DJ already in Chicago State of Mind, but Eva has been a defensive anchor for you. So can you just talk about how her defense has led to offense?
She is a workhorse down there. We've had some tough games before we even walked into this building, and she just gave us everything that she has. She did it again tonight. We leaning on that. We leaning on her as the anchor back there. If we get beat, we don't say when, we say if we get beat, we know we have somebody special down that's going to take care of the glass for us. And she's also rebounding the ball, getting some crucial rebounds down the stretch.
Can you talk about just something out of grip wing without key rotational players in Camilla and Diamond? And is there anybody on this team that you are giving the new Miss 94 feet to?
No, we're just trying to play and hold it up until they get back. We just want to be healthy. And everybody on this team knows what their role is and know how they have to play the role. You don't just play the role, you master your role. So we're mastering our role. We're learning to master our role, and we're holding it down until they get back. And when they get back, we'll be extremely happy.
Anything else from Coach?
So if you talk about mastering the role, do you work on that with your players as far as what they expect or hope their role would be? Is that something that comes from the coaching staff? How do you balance
It's
that?
every day. It's every single day. We don't hope what the role is. We know what the role is. And that's the difference. When you know what your role is and you master your role and you're good in your role, every role is important. Every single role is important to success. Every role. So everybody knows their role and everybody plays their role. And we're mastering it now.
Coach, when they showed the video midway through the first quarter, I mean,
I didn't even see it.
well, the camera showed you and you did the nice laugh.
I'm gonna always do it. I will forever do it. They don't have to do that for me. They don't have to, but they do. And I appreciate it. So I'm going to show my love. I'm gonna show my appreciation. And to everyone I'm here in New York City, I hope you see this, that I love you all very much from the bottom of my heart, me and my family. We love you.
Was it meaningful that they did it for Crystal too?
Absolutely. Absolutely. She's in New Jersey too. She gave her everything she had. We're liberty for life, bro. There's enough said.
All right. Thank you, guys.